Hi, everyone, and welcome to the latest episode of the Tiny Brains podcast. I'm Kevin Joyce, CEO at Tiny Brains, and with me, as always, is Peter Graham, the Brigadier of Brains at Tiny Brains.
Hello all.
So, what we do on this podcast every week, as I'm sure most of you are familiar with right now, is we run through the top XR stories from the previous week and have a little chat about our thoughts on them. So, we're going to dive straight in, as we often do, with some hardware news.
Pimax Crystal Super. Now, we actually mentioned this slightly, well, a little bit last week when we were talking about Pimax Prime, their new membership sort of model that they're rolling out. But now there's been more details about this new flagship headset. So this is what they're claiming to be with the world's first Retina level VR headset, although I'm sure some other companies like Varo have also claimed like a Retina level headset as well. But that's by the by. So Pimax Crystal Super is coming out next year, and it's going to have QLED panels, a resolution of 3840 by 3840 per eye. That's where the Retina level comes in, and 120-degree FOV. So as the baseline. So quite good. And again, this is a PCVR headset, so you're going to need a decent rig to run it.
Now, it does seem like it's a pretty high quality headset, but also attached to that is going to be a pretty hefty price tag. Um, Now, what we discussed last week was Pimax's pay a little bit, then pay a little bit more, then pay a lot, then pay a little bit more deal kind of thing, which isn't really a deal. But if you're interested in high-end PC VR and you don't want to splash all that cash up front, Pimax have some stuff for you.
Well, yes. So the Crystal Super, Pimax being Pimax, so they are convoluting this headset somewhat. Starting price is 1,600, and let me get this right, $1,696 for the base model, and there's a little bit of price discrepancy because there are actually two models. There is a 57 ppd version, which is the first one coming out in January 2025, and that's the 120 FOV version. There's also a 50 ppd version, which has a 135 horizontal FOV, and I think they're roughly the same price. But that's coming out in March, so it depends if you want that extra FOV. You know,
Who doesn't want extra FOV?
exactly. You know, if you're into flight sims, you love your Microsoft Flight Simulator, then go for it.
If you love your Microsoft Flight Simulator and you've got $1,600 to spend on a new PC VR headset, then who are we to judge? Go nuts.
Woo.
Moving on, we have the VR Taste Simulator. Now, this one, as anyone who knows me, sounds terrible. But carry on.
Well, I'm sure you remember, Kev, there has been over the years several different ways of VR companies trying to get extra senses into VR. We've had smell, haven't we? And there's been a couple of Kickstarters for sort of smell devices which attach to your headset. This is a bit of a new one though, Taste, where it's been developed by the City University of Hong Kong, and it is essentially it looks like a lollipop. It has some gel in it, and you lick it, and you'll get different flavors. And they've designed this thing with 9 different flavors. So the flavors are salt, sugar, citric acid. Who doesn't want citric acid? Cherry, passion fruit, green tea, milk, durian, and grapefruit. So that's an eclectic mix of flavors. So yeah, do you want?
I personally can't wait to play Affected the Manor and licking ghosts. That's the one for me. I want to know what a ghost tastes like.
Yeah, yeah. It's not really one of those devices that it's going to be a social experience, is it? With wearing your headset with the family, passing the headset around and passing this lollipop around. Naturally, it's only in the prototype phase at the moment, and some extra details is that this gel thing, they fire an electric current into it, and then the flavors are brought to the surface. These chemical flavors, and the more the voltage, the stronger the taste gets. But it only works for an hour at the moment.
Yeah, I can't see mainstream appeal with that one. Not yet. Maybe in 40 years. But
Maybe in a cooking app, for example, you can taste your sandwich, or taste
you
the.
can taste your durian sandwich.
Oh God.
Okay, well, but innovation is innovation. Glad to see it all. We may mock it for many reasons, but why not? Give it a try.
Exactly.
Uh, Next up, we have some Black Friday deals. With it now being Cyber Monday, some of these deals are still going.
Well, yeah, you probably already made multitude of different purchases over Black Friday, or essentially what seems to be November is Black Friday month nowadays. So we've already reported on PlayStation VR 2, for example. That's had a whopping price cut. That's probably had one of the biggest price cuts, down to
Pete
350
bought six of
bucks.
them.
Pardon?
Pete bought six of them just to keep
Yes,
PlayStation
yeah, I
VR2
did. I
alive.
did buy six. Yes, for every room in the house, like every t having a TV in every room. And but there have been some Quest deals which possibly should be still on today as well. So if you're in the US, Amazon had a deal on the Meta Quest 3S where there wasn't a discount, but you got a $75 voucher, which is quite cool. Put that towards an nice accessory. Here in the UK, we actually had a little bit of discount on the Quest 3S from Argos and John Lewis. Well, they're the two places I spotted anyway, dropping the price by about £15 to 275 for the base model, which, you know, seeing that it's only come out last month, that's 15 quid, 15 quid. So it's quite good.
Buy your McDonald's.
Yeah, but those deals are probably going to win quite soon for the Quest 3. As we've said, the PSVR 2 deals are going on until the end of December, into early January. Also going through December are some Vive deals as well. So yes, our much loved HTC Vive is trying to lure a few people over with some big savings. So the Vive XR Elite is now 800 dollars for December, so saving $100 from the now standard price of 900. Or if you want to go a little bit more PC related, and I'd say maybe a little more old school, the Vive Pro 2, the full kit, you can now get for $800, which is down from 1200. So
I love the Vive Pro 2. I think it's great.
it is a great headset. I
Bit
think it's
old.
getting a little bit old now. Not everybody wants to set up lighthouse base stations around their room
I
anymore.
miss having base stations everywhere. It was a great time.
And cables running up the walls and everything.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm
it was
sure.
wonderful. Okay, so hopefully you all have got a bargain, and every single one of you has gone and bought a PSVR 2 because we really want to keep that headset alive, please. Um, but we're moving on from PlayStation to the rivals Xbox. See that smooth segue there.
Nice, nice. Time for some gaming news, as we like to do. Yes, the a as we I'm sure most of you know, the modding community is huge in VR, taking flat screen games and putting them into VR with motion control, six off, and all that. So a modder going by the name of um, Living Frey has modded the original Halo Combat Evolved for PC, so you can now play it in VR, which is kind of cool. Yeah, Kev, do you want to play Halo in VR?
Yeah, I am a bit of a Halo fan. I did see this. I haven't tried it myself, but I do have Halo for PC. But I also have Halo 2 for PC and Halo 3 for PC. And when I saw this, I did wonder why Halo and not Halo 3. Um, but I'll give it a try probably. It's interesting. Yeah, I like Halo.
I love Halo, and maybe the model will go through each one and do two and three. There is a little bit of a caveat. This is for the original 2003 PC version, so the mod will not work on your Master Chief Collection, and it will not work on your Anniversary Edition either. So those are out the window. You need an original copy, and I don't think it's actually sold on Steam or anything.
You can buy it on disc.
Yeah,
Remember what those were?
find an original disc, and you're golden.
Go down to your local CEX, pay £2 for it, boom. And then also buy a disk drive for your PC because you probably don't have one.
There you go.
But okay, so yeah, I'll give that a try this weekend probably. And we're going to wrap up with a game that I won't be giving a try this weekend because it's not out yet.
Nope. Resolution Games have just announced their latest title that is coming to MetaQuest 3 and 3S. It's called Home Sports. And from all accounts, it kind of, well, if you look at the trailer, it kind of has a bit of a Wii Sports vibe to it.
I was literally going to say it's home sports, which is totally not Wii Sports, but probably is Wii Sports.
So yes, there are 5 games coming, or 5 sports, should I say, going to be included. You've got pickleball, you've got mini golf, you've got hockey, you've got bowling, and you've got badminton. So
Now, this kind of thing has been tried several times in VR already. There was a sports compilation such as this at launch of the Rift, and they've always had varying quality. Resolution Games, however, is a studio that we all know and love, and typically do make quite high quality products. So I'm confident this one's going to be good. I'm confident this one's going to do well. Um, it's going to come at a time when Quest 3 and Quest 3S are more prevalent. There's going to be lots more headsets around, including a younger and a family audience. So I think this has got a shot.
yes, certainly it coming in and around for the launch of the 3S especially. I think that it's definitely going to cater to the casual players that will more than likely buy the cheaper headsets. Yes, the families and younger generation that want to try something fun, essentially just like the Wii Sports did all those years ago.
Yeah, will there be an opportunity for Meta to bundle home sports? It's that kind of game that would sit well as a bundle package. But we've got Batman right now, so maybe is there a crossover between Batman and home sports? What does that Venn diagram look like?
You're going to make it.
Okay, everybody. Well, thank you very much for watching this episode of the Tiny Brains podcast. As always, if you'd like to discuss any of these stories or you have a story from yourself that you'd like to see discussed on this show, please feel free to reach out to any of the millions of ways on the internet of contacting us. Again, it's Pete that runs this channel, so I don't know what he includes below. I never look, but I'm sure there's some way to contact us down there. So check it out.